This show will cover a lot of ground, including the derivatives market, since yesterday there was big news about derivatives and the XRP ledger. The fall will also be talked about. We're going to look at the Bitcoin and XRP charts because drops are good times to buy. I hope you did that. Let's change how much pushback and support we have. What do you think about that? Now that we've got your attention, please take a seat and relax. It's now worth 97.2169 Bitcoin, which is 3.51% more than it was yesterday. The price of Ethereum is $345. It's up 5.24% right now. It's still 99 cents for USDT and USDC, and it's about $224 for XRP. As of right now, the size of the coin market is up 4.17% from yesterday, at $361 billion, or $3 trillion. It's almost like this drop never happened. BTC went up a lot. Around $100,000, XRP made a comeback, and I think it hit $2.35. You know about the important support and resistance levels, though, that there are a few resistance levels that are still there and will be broken at some point. But the main question is whether XRP will fall again. What do you think? Should we go back to $27.213 or even $1.96 again to check out the lows before going up? Given that the tweet says the dip didn't happen, that's all I have to say about it, my friends. Stop looking at the numbers because it's not helping. There may be dips along this path. There is no chance that we won't do it. Keep an eye out for dips during this bull cycle, which will last until late 2025 and is the craziest one you will ever see. The first quarter of 2019 is likely to be a very bullish time for all cryptocurrencies. You never looked at the dip if you weren't interested in it. When you got back, you wouldn't be crazy anymore and you wouldn't even know that the fall had happened. The whole coin Gordon said that Bank of America, Unicredit, Standard Chartered Bank, Westbank, and Royal Bank of Canada are all working with Ripple to make it interesting. Alternative to Swift. Sorry, I thought I heard Unicredit, Standard Chartered Bank. They are trying to come up with an alternative to Swift and are talking about global money movement. As you know, Swift is made up of several banks. It is these banks' job to decide how money will be sent from one business to another in the network. To get more money from their network, they charge Tier 2 and Tier 3 banks and money transfer services like Western Union and MoneyGram more than they should. It looks like a few of these bigger banks have had enough and want to switch to a new method that uses digital ledgers. A stablecoin or digital asset called XRP can be used in this system. It can cross countries and send a lot of money anywhere in the world in seconds for a very small fee. Now Bitcoin is back. At 100,000, some of you might get the sideways move, but others will wish you had not. And sell here for less. We talked about the Bitcoin price band of 90 to 100. Once we break through 100, the big breakout won't happen until we go above 108 to 115. That area is being watched. We got to 108,000, but were turned down, so we went back down. All of these levels will be broken at some point. When is the only question? This bull run won't end here. Every day bigger businesses and more money come into the Bitcoin space. This is very likely to happen if Trump says there won't be a crypto tax at some point during his presidency after he takes office on the 20th. I think that between 5 and 10% of that money will go into cryptocurrencies. Why? Well, people who get into the coin markets won't have to pay taxes like people who get into the stock market do because it's so easy. Also, guess what? If you make them pay taxes, they will flood in. Pay attention to what I said, the Bitcoin is here. To put it simply, the picture shows that we are currently on the 97,000 level, which is the green support. A drop is expected if this is broken. We're now down to 92,000. But if we can keep going up, Bitcoin will hit two important stops. The first one costs about 98,000, and the second one costs about 999,000. If those are broken, a lot of money will enter the market and drive it up to about 103,000. From there, it will go to 105, where we'll try to hit the all-time high of Bitcoin, which you can see by the way I'm moving my mouse around. The price of Bitcoin hit a new all-time high right now. Since we couldn't hold on to the resistance levels we broke on the way down, we kept going until we found support. Many of the people who gave us support were in favor of Bitcoin at its present price. Does that mean it will stay here? Yes, it does. We tried 10, 18, and 35, but were turned down each time. As you can see, we went from 97,000 to about 93,000 and then back up to 97,000 very quickly. Let us take a look at XRP. We are in a chop area. Now let's look at XRP with a wider view. The majority of the hold that is in place right now is around $2.20. It did break, just like Bitcoin did, and it went down to $1.96. But that drop or dip didn't last long. It shot back up to those two support levels at 220 and 225. You can see that XRP's move 272s was a pain at the time. which is the same as Bitcoin's value of 108. We tried to climb above it but couldn't. We fell back down until we found something to hold on to. Could this be checked again? We can go down even more and take out the lows around $1.96100 per cent. To do this, we need to keep a close eye on this picture and see what the weekly close means for us. Really. Cool cryptocurrency at 222, he had his long open and said, "I'm leaving because I don't think we won't sweep the lows again. Why is he there?" He ends the trade long and makes a 56% profit, but he's going to wait and see because he thinks that area will happen again. It will be a sweep of the all-time high in 2020, which I believe was down 96. We'll sweep down there like we did about 2 weeks ago. After that sweep is over, we can start the move up, which is right on target with the goal we've been talking about on this channel for a while. That is the first quarter of 2025. After that, Sinston gives us this. Look into this. It's important, people. Bitstamp is building a derivatives market on top of the XRP ledger, and Robinhood will buy it in 2025. We're talking about that time of year again in 2025 when we talk about futures. If they build a derivatives exchange on top of the XRP ledger with real-world tokenized assets and everything being tokenized on the XRP ledger, the price will go through the roof and there will be a kaboom moment. That's what 2025 looks like. In case you haven't noticed, that XRP has been the one recovering the fastest from these drops, 10 to 20 trillion if we talk about the notional amounts that are still outstanding on the world derivatives market, which are more than 600 million. Right now, Ripple has a stablecoin that can use XRP if it works on the XRP system. People are interested in how the price goes up since we've talked about it a few times. A lot of trades happen every day, which means that more XRP is being used up. More XRP is burned when these banks, companies, or even derivatives start to use it. This is because more transactions mean more volume and liquidity. As more XRP is used, the price will go up.